drink yet. It's a little bit too hot. I went outside today and I did my laundry right before stream, so I need to shrink this shit. God damn it. I need to log into Twitch. Give me a moment. I need to change my tags. Or at least get rid of some of them since I'm not sure. I think I know what I'm going to do for this stream. Playing a game wise, but... Oy. Might as well start off with this. Yeah, so these are Choco Babies. I used to get these at the, I wonder if I can find it. Let's see here. Oh yeah, here. This restaurant chain, it's called Cafe Gusto, but the characters are like Gusuto. I had one right next to in my apartment, so that was one of my go-to places to eat. I consider it like a Japanese Denny's, and they always would have like some extra products at the cash register that you could buy like at a gas station mini mart. Skylark Group's mail order. Delivery just right for you. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Oh yeah. Cheese pizza with corn on it. It's just readjusting some cables, but yeah, I've had it. It's okay. My go-to is the karaage. What the heck is this? Is this like some Sardinian dude? I just say that because this like tower, oh wait, you can't see that. This tower in the background looks like a Sardinian Nuragic temple or something. I forget what it is, fortress. So yeah, these Choco Babies. I used to buy them, then they ran out and they never restocked at my local Cafe Gusuto. It's named after Meiji. I don't know why they have, there's an entire chocolate company named after after the emperor, under which they had their modernization scheme. Oh, hey, here's a question for Grok. First grok question of the evening. Oh, what the heck is this? Why is there... Meiji Company. Why does it exist? One of Japan's most famous and long-standing chocolate brands, known for its products like Meiji milk chocolate, often seen in blue packaging. Meiji is named after the Meiji era, Meiji Jidai, which lasted from 862 to 1912. I guess that's when Hirohito ascended to the throne, and that era itself is named after Emperor Meiji, the Japanese emperor who reigned during that transformative period. Why is the name connection? The company was founded in 1916, so in the middle of World War I, but Japan was barely involved in that. Just a few years after Emperor Meiji's death at the end of the U.S. Tokyo Confectionery Company Limited, with roots in sugar refining. It later became Meiji Seika, focused on bringing Western-style sweets, including chocolate, to Japan consumers during the time when Japan was rapidly modernizing. The name Meiji was chosen to evoke the spirit of modernization, progress, and Western innovation, which perfectly aligned with the company's goal of popularizing delicious Western confectionaries. No other major Japanese chocolate company like Royce, Morinaga, or others is named after an emperor. Meiji is the clear match for its fun historical naming story. All right, so it is like named after the emperor. Oh, god damn it. What is this? What the why is there a Republican congressman tweeting about the crossing of the Rubicon? Okay, I'm afraid to what I'm about to read here. On this day in 49 BC, Julius Caesar's crossing of the Rubicon River marked a critical turning point in Roman history, signaling the end of the Roman Republic and the rise of the Roman Empire. Why are you talking about this? I am concerned. When Caesar's term in Gaul ended, the Senate... you need a lot of context to understand what that means, because Caesar was given like 3 governorships: Dalmatia, Cisalpine Gaul, and Transalpine Gaul. So when he says his term in Gaul ended, it means his governorship, under which he was conducting the conquest of all of Gaul, modern day France. The Senate demanded he disband his army and return to Rome as a private citizen or be declared an enemy of the state. Or give up his can, not disband his army. The legions aren't going to disband. Well, maybe the Senate would have ordained that some of the ones that Julius Caesar brought into being be disbanded as a demobilization campaign, but he wouldn't have disbanded all of them. It was relinquish his command and return as a private citizen. This put Caesar in a vulnerable position, as he could face prosecution for actions during his consulship and campaign. Caesar chose to act crossing the Rubicon with an army during the night. It was that night. By doing so, he declared war on Rome, uttering the phrase "Alia iacta est," the die is cast. This bold move ignited a civil war, culminating in Caesar's victory. He seized control of Rome and ruled as dictator for life. The phrase "crossing the Rubicon" has since become a metaphor taking an irreversible, decisive step. Why? Why are you bringing this up? I know other people who have bringing this up in relation to current events, but you as a congressman bringing this up is now disconcerting. The obvious thing that's going on here is that if Republicans lose the 2020, I'm now sitting on my chair on my feet in a crouched position because I need to right now. If Trump or the Republicans lose the presidential election in 2028, we don't get Vance or Rubio at this point, considering how much he's getting memed. I'm doing like wild ass hand gestures that none of you can see. And then Trump remains as a private citizen. They already got after him once, so maybe they won't try the January 6th stuff again, or maybe they will straight up resuscitate that. or at least a Democratic administration, and then they might try and like charge him for anything he did with ICE operations, or I don't know, maybe they'll try and like try him for military action in Venezuela. The one key thing here is that on his way out, he can give himself a self-pardon for anything related to these events and any of the ICE officer, like a blanket pardon. Like this might become the new norm to avoid a crossing of the Rubicon event like this, where it'd probably be more that like Trump becomes a self-coup. Like he coups an incoming Democrat administration from coming in, and then forcibly installs Vance or some other successor in his wake to give some modicum of like continuity of politics while also denying his political enemies actual power. But that would be a real crossing of the Rubicon there. I'm not sure the American people, left, right, or center, are ready to stomach that. In any case, but what I predict going forward is that, well, Biden sort of set it. He did a bunch of preemptive pardons for a bunch of people. Pardon for Hunter Biden, and then preemptive pardons for people related to the January 6th Commission, like Adam Schiff for some reason. So precedent has already been sent that on the way out, the president will give preemptive pardons to anything related to what he did during his administration, including himself and any of his subordinates. So that's probably what we'll see happening if we get a Democrat administration. Oh, God. Let the new empire rise. Done we are with the old republic. I wonder how Hayden Christensen himself would feel about this industry. For the full story, it's time. Thankfully, our first president chose to return to private life, guaranteeing our republic's future. Yeah, but George Washington wasn't going to be under immediate threat of political prosecution or partisanized prosecutions once he left. He was revered as America's founding father, so... Man, all right. Can you tell we're there? I can tell you we're there. Argue Caesar was justified. If he wasn't betrayed, then maybe all the Middle East would have become Roman. Yeah. Come on, Donald Trump, cross it. Why the fuck is he... Hold up. Where are the... How do I find the... View post-engagement quotes? Yeah, buddy, you have like 9 Rubicons to cross to be watched by hundreds of TV What? I don't... Looking forward to January 10, 2027, when Trump crosses our figurative Rubicon and sees in power for a 3rd term. Why is Netanyahu's leader the second greatest state? Okay, I'm going to ignore your opinion now. Conserve a wonk. A U.S. representative posting about Roman history, and I'm all here for it. Where the fuck is Mike Collins even from? So give him a follow. What state does he represent? Trucking pilot, proudly serving GA10, member of Transport GOP Net. All right, so he's from the Peach State. Yeah, we got Congressman person Spengler posting in your black pilling. Spengler posting? What does Spengler have to do with this? Unbelievably based. Who the fuck? What the fuck is this account? They're not even trying to hide it anymore. Why are you tagging this fucker? He's not gonna respond. I forget, like somebody has brought up that this guy just like reposts shit from Wikipedia. Oh, this guy's been like on this whole thing about Iran needs to change its name back to Persia because that would have more positive connotations with the rest of the world, especially the Western world, which I assume a new liberal democratic Iran would want to court. Changing Iran back to Persia sure would go a long way to make us GWAT vets see the country in a whole different light. A lot of bad blood there, especially with memories of EFPs. Fully acknowledge the opinion is mostly due to tyrannical leadership, though. So, alright, but back to myself. Along with that, I'm pretty sure this is all Chinese. I'm looking at the bag now. There is no kanji anywhere. It's all characters. But I'm gonna try it. So this will be Gaijin or Round Eye or whatever tries Chinese flavored weird specialty flavored Chinese chips. This thing looks like a fucking pretzel, by the way. The squid's head. Lay's potato chips, sizzling artificial squid flavor. Sizzling artificial squid flavor. Smell in the bag. I swear it smells like some other flavor that I've had before, but alright. Does this thing have potato, soybean oil, seasoning, sugar, maltodextrin, salt, soy, wheat, hydrogenized soy protein, disodium succinate, disodium glutamate, disodium isonate, L-alanine, monosodium oh yeah, there it is. Monosodium glutamate, garlic, cumin, onion, artificial flavor, whey powder from milk. What the fuck? Cuttlefish, silicon dioxide, spices, yeast extract, sesame oil, squid powder, and aspartame. Alright, first chip. Oh yeah, and the ridges are as advertised. They're that thick. Very mild flavor. Definitely got a hint of sweetness to it. It tastes like this barbecue Fritos that I have that are in the vending machine in my office. I'm actually gonna change my thing here. I don't know, I like this better. I was watching, what was it, EV80 from the V-Fleet, and she has even through when she's playing like Helldivers, she was playing, she had her model all the way up to her abdomen, which was a nice sight to behold, so I understand it, but I'm just in my flannel, so I think something from the rib cage up here just fits better. So it's not revolting, but I wouldn't say it's anything special. I don't know. If you know anything about like Chinese wet markets and stuff, maybe this like, you know, carries interest for a Chinese person. I like how I'm going from neutral to frowning face as I chew for my model tracking. I'm not gonna eat this whole bag now, but I guess it's okay. Oh, there's a gnat in my stream room. Yeah, that's okay. Nothing special. Yeah, it's the MSGs that's probably carrying everything more than anything else. Man, I bit down on one of those ridges just the wrong way, and it felt like it was like super hard or something. Yeah. The extra like overdone ridges are definitely interesting as well. I wonder if it's like a chip that's like rolled up that way or it's fully cut out that way. Alright. That's enough. I'm gonna go put these away. 7 out of 10. I'm probably not gonna buy these again, but it's an interesting experience. Nothing particularly off-putting or disgusting, but nothing exactly to write home about. So, Lay's sizzling artificial squid flavor review done. Please excuse me. Just check my weight. I'm back to 188 pounds, and it's probably because I've been eating like a pig. Excuse me. That was some water down the wrong pipe. Ah. Like tomorrow, I'm gonna like have to start like fully prepping to like get back into my diet, into a proper diet. I have a bunch of like turkey meatloaf that I need to go through and then eat that. But also partaking in carbs now because I'm gonna go on a bulking diet, and then also, excuse me, hitting the gym 4 times a week. Usual Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. Although Friday and Thursday, but on Fridays, I'm thinking I might like switch up from doing like, you know, this shoulder and arm workout that I've been doing, and doing like another leg day while separated to focus on whatchamacallit, hamstrings, and maybe I'll split off like shoulder and arm stuff across Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I'm still hitting those things, but like I'll give like Tuesday I hit the barbell squat, and Fridays I hit deadlifts. And then on either of those days I'll throw in something for arms. So like do something for triceps and like overhead presses on Tuesdays. And then like rear delts and lateral raises and bicep curls for Thursdays. Or maybe I should do shoulders on one day and then arm stuff on Friday. We'll see how I do it. Because I do want to like bulk up that part of me. Want to look a little bit top heavy. In any case, I bookmarked something here. Folders aren't loading right now. What the fuck? Fuck you. What the fuck? Why are my folders mixed up? Oh. Yeah, having 2 separate fucking accounts open on separate browsers is fucking with things. There it is. Alright. Apparently somebody got an interview from somebody at the, what happened in Venezuela that night, so I felt like going through this. This account from a Venezuelan security guard loyal to Nicolas Maduro is absolutely chilling and explains a lot about why the tone across Latin America suddenly changed. Security guard. On the day of the operation, we didn't hear anything coming. We were on guard, but suddenly all our radar systems shut down without any explanation. The next thing we saw were drones, a lot of drones flying over our positions. We didn't know how to react. Interviewer, so what happened next? How was the main attack? Security guard. After those drones appeared, some helicopters arrived, but they were very few. I think barely 8 helicopters. From those helicopters, soldiers came down, but a very small number, maybe 20 men. But those men were technologically very advanced. They didn't look like anything we fought against before. And then the battle began? Yes, but it was a massacre. We were hundreds, but we had no chance. They were shooting with such precision and speed. That sounds like Spec Ops. It seemed like each soldier was firing 300 rounds per minute. We couldn't do anything. 300 rounds and super precision? They must have, again, like, it was shown somewhere else that they had made a mock-up of Maduro's compound just for this. So they probably knew, like, all the angles, and we probably have, like, been, covertly or clandestinely getting, like, security patterns on the entire compound. So we were probably, like, a lot of people were fucked from the get-go. The Maduro security guards were fucked from the get-go because they probably, like, knew their foot patterns to a T and showed up and just obliterated them. Yes, but it was a massacre. We couldn't do anything. And your own weapons, did they help? No help at all, because it wasn't just the weapons. At one point, they launched something. I don't know how to describe it. It was like a very intense sound wave. A flashbang? Stun munition? Suddenly, I felt like my head was exploding from the inside. That just sounds like a flashbang, my dude. Well, I guess maybe no flash and all sound. We started bleeding from the nose. Some were vomiting blood. That sounds like an overdone one. Or very intense sound wave. We felt, I guess it's like some extra sonic grenade that doesn't blow up the building. And your comrades, did they manage to resist? No, not at all. Those 20 men without a single casualty killed hundreds of us. We had no way to compete with their technology, with their weapons. I swear I've never seen anything like it. We couldn't even stand up after the sonic weapon or whatever it was. Damn, all right. So Spec Ops got something super cool, some super cool sound disorientating weapon that, like, just completely discombobulates you and you can't do anything. So you think that the rest of the region should think twice about confronting the Americans? Security guard, without a doubt, I'm sending a warning to anyone who thinks they can fight the United States. They have no idea what they're capable. After what I saw, I never want to be on the other side of that again. They're not to be messed with. Interviewer, and now that Trump has said Mexico is on the list, do you think the situation will change in Latin America? Definitely. Everyone is already talking about this. No one wants to go through what we went through. Now everyone thinks twice. What happened here is going to change a lot of things, not just Venezuela, but throughout the region. All right, this guy's not citing where this is coming from, so good chance that this is fake news. So where did he get this guy? Hold up, Grok. Anybody else report on this apparent sound? Apparent. Yeah, several news outlet sources have picked up and reported on apparent sonic sound wave weapon described in viral eyewitness accounts from the Venezuelan security guard. Their description originates from an interview shared with the White House press secretary on X, where the guard recounts how U.S. forces deployed something during the January 3rd, 2026 raid, a very intense sound wave. New York Post posted a detailed article titled, U.S. used powerful sonic weapon. Okay, so I don't know where this guy ripped this from, but I guess other outlets are reporting it, so it's not, so it's real. So beware the sonic wave weapon. All right, and then somebody else here had like Sightbringer the Prophet with 3 underscores. The United States has capabilities that most of the world does not understand and has never been deployed in public view. This account reads, exaggerate only if you're anchored to conventional warframe assumptions, but if you're operating in the domain of black ops, next-gen asymmetric warfare, and bleeding-edge tactical tech, it's within bounds, uncomfortable but structurally coherent. Here's the high coherence breakdown. Radar blackout plus drone swarm. Not only plausible, standard in modern U.S. special ops. Electronic warfare tools, airborne jammers, cyber payloads can blind radar networks instantly. Drone swarms can be developed in silence with overwhelming speed, used not just for surveillance, but disorientation, confusion, and target painting. So we have our own drone stuff, but it's like for Seed and I don't know, Psych Ops, or just like overwhelming the defenses with like all these drones. But I guess they're maybe, you know, they're not FPV drones. They're like maybe Predator drones, but a little bit smaller and used en masse. This stage is designed to rupture coherence before first contact. Small team, overwhelming effect. This is how Tier 1 operators train. Delta, DevGru, CIA, SAD. Special, what? What does SAD mean? Precise fire rates, real-time comms, helmet AR overlays, and drone-coordinated entry can produce exactly this kind of one-sided slaughter described. 20 men versus 200 plus is not implausible if 200 are disoriented, poorly trained, and unsupported. Now, apparently that these Cubans that were guarding, guarding Maduro, throughout history, the Cubans have had the shock troops that have been like the shock troops of communism throughout the Cold War. Like when South Africa was fighting Angola, or communist Angola or something, Cubans went over there to Angola to help fight them. And they were like one of the few forces that could actually go toe to toe with South Africans and like hold their own. So these guys weren't chump change, but they're nothing compared to what the US guys could handle. Sonic weapon. This is not a battle, this is a live fire demonstration. Sonic weapon. This is the most extreme claim, but not unbelievable. There are real directed energy weapons in the US arsenal that can target neural disruption, auditory collapse, or inner ear destabilization. Most other examples are prototype or crowd control grade, but deployment of battlefield class systems would explain the systems described: bleeding, vomiting, collapse. Now, I'm already forgetting. Oh yeah. We had on my LPD I was on, we had, yeah, one of these in LRAD. We're supposed to have them set up. They're designed more for like, you know, like terrorist incidents. So you got a boat driving at you and you need to tell them to fuck off. Acoustic hailing device, a specialized loudspeaker and sound weapon that produces sound at high power for communicating at distance. It has been used as a method of crowd control, which is caused permanent hearing damage, having an extremely high decibel capacity. Other uses have included for negotiations in siege situations, to deal with piracy at sea, for mass notification during natural disasters, or for emergencies, and by the military, including several navies. So, yeah, we have U.S. Navy ship with an LRAD system on board right over here. On the bridge wing. What the hell is all this extra shit? So, if true, this would be a threshold crossing, showcasing an invisible weapon that induces pure helplessness without a shot fired. No casualties. Okay, apparently some guys got injured, and one is like guy is in like in a Texas hospital or somewhere, but that's still like really low. 20 versus 200. We got one guy who's in the hospital right now. Real-time air. Most elite U.S. operations are designed to be zero risk, zero trace. Real-time air superiority, medical extraction, and closed-loop ISR make it viable, even if one U.S. operator had died, the whole narrative or collapse. So if it did, so it didn't happen, and that tells you something. Final verdict: did this happen exactly as described? Possibly distorted, but directionally true. The core structure is sound. A stealth raid using electronic warfare, drone saturation, tier 1 operatives, and potential demo of non-kinetic neuro weapons, all deployed to shock, demoralize, and reset the strategic field. Does the U.S. have this capability? Yes, and likely more. This was a message to Venezuela, Mexico, to every actor who thought the U.S. was in decline and above. To the world, power has changed shape. The Apex Predator just reminded everyone who it is. Okay. Our tier 1 operators can, I'm gonna like pour some cold water on this. Our tier 1 operators can do like this, like targeted stuff, but our capacity to do like fully invade Venezuela and take it over is diminished. One, the world's got a lot more people in it. When these countries had far more smaller populations with anemic growth, we probably could like straight up invade them and beat the shit out of them if we wanted to. But nowadays, no. There's a lot more population density to these countries in South America and around the world that we must like. Iraq's got like a third. Iraq has like the third of population of the U.S. right now. Iran probably more. So our ability to do like sustained like invasion and occupations are is severely diminished nowadays, and most of the U.S. doesn't have the stomach for it. However, we can fuck with the regimes directly with high tier 1 level operator stuff like this. But depending on what war we get into, that may not be enough. Like, we probably couldn't pull this off with Russia or China. One, because like their stuff is like so far inland, we couldn't we couldn't reach them that well. This is our backyard, and we have like Puerto Rico right there as a springboard, plus all our aircraft carriers. We probably couldn't get this close to the Chinese coast to pull this off. Moscow is definitely way too embedded, but definitely like second-rate powers or third-rate powers in the case of Venezuela definitely have to think like, the regimes have to think like, they could just blow up our entire administration. They could just blow up me, the leader, and everyone around me without like, without the ability to respond. And there's not really much you can do in response. So it definitely puts the fear at the people at the top that we can reach out and touch them. So that can probably motivate them more to bend to our will, but it means that we have to like accept that we're gonna use whoever's there. As we are right now, dealing with like the new sworn-in president of Venezuela, acting, I guess. So I'm trying to get my thoughts together. So yeah, we can probably bully around regimes to like bend to our will, but that doesn't mean it means that we're not going to have full liberal democratic change plus elections where Corina Machado gets to become president of Venezuela. And now she's like flying to the US to try and like give her Nobel Peace Prize to Trump because apparently he was upset that she got it. You know, you wish Trump wasn't that petty, but he is, and you just got to deal with it. But I guess she understands she has to debase herself like that. Maybe he'll negotiate that she can, like, all right, I will negotiate that you can go back in Venezuela, and Venezuela won't touch you, but you can't be like fomenting full-on revolutionary like uprising against them. Like maybe that's what he'll give her, is that you can go back and be like the opposition at this point in Venezuela, and because Venezuela knows not to fuck with us, they know that if they touch you, we'll go back against them 10,000 times harder. So maybe hopefully that's like the best option. I think we're not going to get rid of the Chavista regime now that Maduro's gone. We're going to work with it and maybe let them have some like semblance of, let them stay in power, but they have to give some semblance that they don't persecute their opposition as hard. I don't know, when's the next election? We'll cross that bridge about elections when we get there. So did I have anything else that I wanted to talk about before I just go through like no, that's about it. All right, I need to go get a tissue. Please stand by. I'm just gonna check what's going on in my notifications. Oh God, someone with a rainbow flag liked a tweet I had. What the fuck? I'm getting shit on by Matt Forney for my choice of polling in my replies. All right, let's switch back to my Observer account. Englet, whoa, what the heck? Englis, what? What is this character? Born American writer and revolutionary Thomas Paine publishes a new radical pamphlet, Common Sense, which urges treason against the crown. It is popular piece to read aloud in taverns in boisterous drunken voices. Is this guy even using an S in here? Oh. Yeah, Common Sense. Look, it's using whatever the heck that character is instead of an S. Yeah, and there it is again. Okay, interesting. I have no idea what the fuck that character is. I'm gonna look this up on a separate browser. What is this character? That is the long S, also called the medial S, and gives its Unicode U plus 017F. Is an old form of a lowercase letter S that was very common, used in printing and handwriting from medieval times all the way up to around the 19th century, roughly 1800 to 1830, most English printing. Yeah, it does look like an F. Oh my god. All right, hold up, look at this. Congress, Mississippi, hospital, success. Main rules for when people use it in English printing. Long S used at the beginning and middle of words. Used only at the short round S is used only at the end of words. Fin, fitter, blefs or blast, but always business, success, possess. Weird. Didn't know about that. That's cute. One homeland, one people, one... That's a little bit too close to ein Volk, or like ein Reich, ein Volk, ein Führer. God damn it, like whoever oh, it's U.S. Department of Labor. I thought it was Homeland Security. Oh, this was on my For You page. All right, let's see. Is somebody like, evil is powerless if the good are unafraid.
Of critical Greenland. Let's...
What the fuck? I'm not watching that. The Last President. Maybe. Arrest Isaac and Jonathan Ross for murder now. One flag. So nobody else is picking up on that. Yeah, there we go. Close, wrong order. Yeah, ein Volk, ein Reich, ein Führer. So this isn't because I'm predisposed to thinking that Trump is Hitler. It's just that I know too much about Nazi Germany. This is an... Oh, shut up. Oh, that's cute. Oh, you got like a Minuteman under a B2. What the fuck is this? Creator Nazi... Oh, what the fuck? Oh, yeah. Who voted for Elon? Oh, that's another annoying thing. I'm not going to get into it right now. What the fudge? Remember who you are, American. Oh. Anti-Israel shit, whatever. Yeah, so one person got it. Yeah. One homeland, one people, one heritage. Like, I doubt there's like a legit neo-Nazi behind this this Twitter account. I don't like the music in the background. All right, where are the view quotes? Who's gonna call it? Oh, who the fuck is you with your gun? People who are in creative parts when we hold these truths to be whatever. America edits go hard. Remember your oath. Anyone else like calling it? This is some racist propaganda. All right, could you be any less original? Any like? Do not expand on that a little bit harder. What the fuck is that? Why am I looking at coding? have no words for how amazingly awesome this social media campaign is. Volume up. No. Rebirth of a nation. Time to destroy the cabal. Remember who you are, American. The U.S. is becoming a nightmare. SOS. Yeah, but nobody else, like, one guy picked up on it and saw the parallel with Ein Volk, ein Reich, ein Führer. God damn. Oh yeah, Trump's gonna try and crack down on credit cards. I know Scott Greer was saying, like, this is definitely gonna dampen U.S. consumerism. Because if you put caps on interest rate on credit cards, that just means the banks are gonna give out credit cards to only the people that they trust even more. Because if they can't, like, rip people, stupid people who spend way more and then have to spend a lot on interest, then they're gonna give it out to less people. Like this guy's saying here, this policy would likely cut off credit access to large slices of Americans if enacted. That is, of course, the strongest argument in favor of such a policy. But it'll probably dampen consumption. But then again, like, most consumption is being handled, like, near a majority of the consumption in this world, in this country, is now being handled by the top 10%. America First Insight. Hold up, I need to get rid of the overlay on OBS. Back in October 25, Singal asked voters, is violence against ICE to prevent immigration rates acceptable? No, 70%. Amongst white women 18 to 44, self-ID'd as liberal, yes, 61%. Well, no wonder Miss Renee Good ended up how she did. The cosplay girl, no one, oh yeah, there's me being annoying as fuck. Liberty to lose everything in Nevada, Massey excluded. Of course they, you know, uh-oh. I think YouTube had a glitch. Hopefully I'm alive. What is this? The Department of Defense selected Owen West, a former Wall Street trader and Marine, to lead the Defense Innovation Unit. I didn't even know we had that office, but whatever. Okay, my iPad is still streaming things, so I guess that's fine. Right person, right mission. Who's Mike Gallagher? Head of Defense, Palantir Tech. Oh, infamous Palantir, which like people both left, right, and center apparently, or at least left and right, both hate. With Owen West, President Trump and Secretary Hegseth have given DIU leadership it needs. We'll see what comes of it. Why am I getting Nikkei in my For You page? What the fuck? USA liberating Greenland. A bunch of Marco Rubios with this thing looks like a pump action shotgun. That looks like an AK with a scope. This thing looks like a bolt action rifle and pistol. This is AI generated. Hot girls for Zor. What the fuck? Oh god, this is a cursed image. All right, we have a U.S. Senator completely cheering this on. Again, I wish we weren't going about this. It seems stupid. And it is giving, like, Eurocrats something to really, like, rally around their retarded blue and yellow star flag for the rest of Europe and make far-right anti-immigration parties seem like fucking traitors. So the AFD, despite, like, I don't know, they should probably come out and say, like, that they're against U.S. annexing Greenland, even in the spite of the U.S. doing everything to try and help far-right parties not get, like, politically banned in Europe, so they don't come off as traitors. All right, what's this? 11 hours ago, President Trump's withdrawal from that happened. 66 organizations that we pulled out of for whatever fucking reason. I'm okay with it, whatever. Oh yeah, that's right. We're probably gonna get like we're gonna have a whole legal battle about suspending USDA funding to Minnesota. So, and they already like went down one thing. Other welfare programs got like halted an injunction placed on the Trump administration, more to follow. First Department of Weekly Situation. I'm not going to listen to this. All right, let me just get the fucking Clash report and see what happens. Ukrainian Foreign Minister Andriy Sybiha. We call on the international community to consider tightening pressure on the Iranian regime for its violence against its people to support Russia's criminal war against Ukraine. Yeah, that's right. Iran again has been gave the Shahed drone to Russia, and that has been like one of the ways that Russia has been able to pummel Ukraine. So no wonder that the Ukrainians don't like Iran at this point. The Iranian people deserve to have their fundamental civic rights protected, including across the information and freedom of assembly. Iranians deserve normal life free from fear, a life with freedom, safety, and prosperity. As a country that has overcome totalitarian and authoritarian rule, protested oppression, defended its democratic choices, Ukraine values civic rights above all. Ignore the fact that we banned a bunch of political parties that are obviously like Russian sympathizers, but whatever. Thus, we urge Iranian authorities to refrain from violence against protesters. I already saw some video of body bags stacking up at this point. We call on the international community to consider tightening pressure on the Iranian regime for its violence against the people and support for Russia's criminal war against Ukraine. All right, whatever. U.S. official told Reuters that the United States is currently carrying out strikes against ISIS in Syria. I was seeing that, yeah. It's like some F-15, they posted some video, US, like CENTCOM posted a video of an F-15 getting armed. Who is? A warm moment between Turkish President Erdogan and the family of newly appointed African country ambassador to Ankara. This is why Turkey's Africa policy has been more effective than any of the powers on the continent. Yeah, Turkey is like seemingly wanting to involve itself in Africa more and more for some reason. Turkey's, I'm not going to pronounce it, Turkey. Minister of National Defense Yasser Guler and Syria's Minister of Defense Major General Muraf Abu Kasra had a phone call today. During the phone call, both ministers discussed the latest developments in Syria. Senator Lindsey Graham to the Iranian people, your long nightmare is soon coming to a close. Your bravery and determination to end your oppression has been noticed by Trump and all who love freedom. To all those sacrificing in Iran, God bless, help is on the way. We'll see. Keith Kellogg, that's Trump's special envoy to Ukraine for that he's completely sidelined.
He's a tough son of a bitch. And getting there, and I remember telling President Trump one time that Sir's a lot like you. And it was one of those, oh? I said, I'm not talking about stature, type like, but he's stubborn. He has his opinion. He's unafraid to say that. He knows how to use media. And I made a comment, I took some criticism for at the time, that I said he was an embattled and courageous leader. And I said, people within the administration, we in the United States have not seen a leader like him since Abraham Lincoln. What I mean is...
Okay, so Keith Kellogg absolutely glazing, as the Zoomers would say, Zelensky. So Keith Kellogg definitely seems to be far more pro-Ukraine than he is pro-peace in this whole thing. So, except for post-Trump's Iran post. Iran is looking at freedom perhaps like never before. The USA stands ready to help President Donald J. Trump. Venezuela's acting president, Delcy Rodriguez, you have my commitment that we will not rest for a single minute until we bring Nicolas Maduro's and Celia Flores back. Oh, wow. She didn't even take the last name of Maduro. Won't rest until we get him back. I doubt we're going to let that happen. I think she's probably just saying this. Acting President Delcy Rodriguez, we will not stop condemning the criminal aggression against the Venezuelan people that occurred in the early hours of January 3rd. We will go down in history as a major stain on relations with the United States and Venezuela. Hopefully this is just her trying to save face publicly while she actually deals with the U.S. behind closed doors. Venezuela acting President Delcy Rodriguez. Anyone who comes here claiming that they rule and control things, no. There is a government here and a popular government. We defend this country and this territory. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, what's this? This is Gran Colombia. Did Gran Colombia? I know they had Panama at one point, but did they have this entire coastline? This is Gran Colombia. It is the Bolivar. It was Bolivar's idea, and I proposed by a constituent vote of the population that we rebuild it as a confederation of autonomous nations. We can have common policies that matters that the people propose. Undoubtedly, the commercial policy towards industrialization and being what it is geographically, a center of the world and of Latin America, a center of clean energies, of knowledge, high technology, infrastructure, more for mobility and communication. On those, there would be a Grand Colombian Parliament, a Court of Justice, and a government council like the European Union or in the federal USA, a potential for tourism and world connectivity. No. It would also involve taking Ecuador. And does Colombia control any of this territory? Is this part of Brazil nowadays? I swear, like, Colombia like cuts off like around here, and like this may be part of Peru right now. Colombia President Petro, this is Gran Colombia. Yeah, everything he just said. Now, I propose through a constituent vote of the population that we rebuild it as a confederation of autonomous nations. That's not going to happen. Calling it right now. U.S. Central Command. U.S. partner forces strike targets in Syria. Oh, is this like an article? It's short. Yeah, so it's an F. There's the F-15 I was talking about. I don't follow CENTCOM on this account. Are you kidding me? U.S. partner forces strike ISIS targets in Syria. Today, at approximately 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time, United States Central Command forces, alongside partner forces, conducted large-scale strikes against multiple ISIS targets across Syria. These strikes are part of Operation Hawkeye Strike, which was launched and announced on December 19th, 2025 at the direction of President Trump in direct response to a deadly ISIS attack on U.S. and Syrian forces in Palmyra, Syria on December 13, 2025. That ambush, carried out by an ISIS terrorist, resulted in the tragic deaths of 2 American soldiers and 1 U.S. civilian interpreter. The strikes today targeted ISIS throughout Syria, part of our ongoing commitment to root out Islamic terrorism against our warfighters, prevent future attacks, protected American and partner forces in the region. U.S. and coalition forces remain resolute in pursuing terrorists who seek to harm the United States. There goes an A-10 with a, wow, that looks like a fucking full-on 1,000-pound bomb under its belly. Okay, that one compound, goodbye. Our message remains strong. If you harm our warfighters, we will find you and kill you anywhere in the world, no matter how hard you try to evade justice. Alright, so that's an F-15. Oh, they're centering the guy's face. There's the A-10. Yeah, is that a fuel pod or a bomb? Alright, fuck that place and whoever built it. Do we know if anybody was even in there? What are these places? No one bumfuck nowhere. What the hell even was that? Alright, can't tell much of what's going on here. Send command working with our partner for yeah, so alright, we're hammering Syria, which is sort of like, I don't know, kicking them while they're down at this point. Then again, the ISIS Khorasan branch out in Central Asia was able to organize that attack in Moscow. Was it in Moscow? I think it was Moscow. Where was that? The Crocus Music Hall. Where did that happen? 4 like Uzbeks and like 1 Kazakh, I forget. Like 4 Central Asians were killed like hundreds of people by setting off that fire. Oh yeah, this is a weird one. Jensen Huang trying to. Oh wait, he's talking about Saudi Arabia. Let me just get the playback speed up slightly.
You know, of course, His Royal Highness is both a avid gamer, and his home is populated with NVIDIA GeForce. He has a
all right.
Esports, room with tens of PCs, the highest end gaming PCs, and underneath the desk is all GeForce, and so. He's a big fan of GeForce. He's been a customer of GeForce for a very long time, and he's really delighted by the partnership that we have in AI, and grateful for everything that we've done to help him.
All right, I know we had the whole thing about like Saudi Arabia bought into, what was it, Ubisoft or some other gaming company inside the United States. I forget who, and Mohammed bin Salman definitely seems to, I guess apparently he's a gamer bro. For better or for worse. U.S. Department of State security situation in Venezuela remains fluid. As international flights resume, U.S. citizens of Venezuela should leave the country immediately. Before departure, U.S. citizens should take precautions and be aware of their surroundings. There are reports of groups of armed militias known as colectivos setting up roadblocks and searching vehicles for evidence of U.S. citizenship or support for the United States. Remain vigilant and exercise caution when traveling by road. Monitor airline communications and websites for updated information. That is something to be, again, to reiterate in Venezuela, is that as they have declined, the prevalence of gangs has increased. So Delcy Rodriguez might like be in control of like maybe 50% of Venezuela, maybe not even that. And she may not have like control over the Chavista gangs that that exist out in Venezuela. So, you know, traveling to the U.S., like this is another thing to as a knock against us like trying to revitalize Venezuela's oil industry, is that there may be like gangs out there that even like the Maduro regime, I forget what the name of the party is that he runs, the PUSAV party, can't like touch or can't combat. Maybe they'll have to ask us for help. Maybe that might be part of any deal, is cooperation with cracking down on organized crime groups like Tren de Aragua or the Chavista gangs in Venezuela. Trump on Greenland. The fact that they landed a boat there 500 years ago doesn't mean that they own the land. No, they own the land because we all recognize that they own the land. This is like an error for some that I really wish we weren't making. U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent told Reuters that the U.S. may lift additional Venezuela sanctions as soon as next week to facilitate oil sales, and will discuss re-engagement with the International Monetary Fund and World Bank, including access to nearly $5 billion in frozen IMF assets. So as much as Miss Delcy Rodriguez wants to say that she wants to get Maduro back and she will not let the U.S. control them, it sounds like she's bending the knees if we're about to give that to them. Maybe it might be too much might not go well, and like she'll spit in our face after we give her a modicum of help, and then maybe we'll just straight up bomb her and kill her. We'll see what happens. All right. It's already an hour and 2 minutes. I don't know. What the fuck? I haven't checked in on Japan news in a while. The government of Japan announced today that it will begin implementing measures to infiltrate the cyber attacking source server and neutralize it as part of the Active Cyber Defense Law. Starting October 2026, our public announced that it will begin implementing measures to infiltrate the cyber attacking source server. This must be in reference to something I don't know about. Reported that the Nikkei reported that the PRC government has been restricting civilian use of rare earths as part of its strengthened export control measure on dual-use items in Japan. Export approval has seen delays as screening of dual-use items has become stricter. Interesting. Oh, news about Komeito. Komeito Chief Representative Saito Tetsuo said today that he never meant that his party would return to the ruling coalition with the current LDP government, when he said yesterday that the party's goal is to return to ruling party in the future. Okay, so I guess he had a misstep. So I guess he's looking for Sanae to like get lost, and then maybe he'll stomach being part of the LDP coalition again. 61 bills this year, including ordinary diet session, including one to establish a National Intelligence Council. A bill to establish the crime of damaging the national emblem of Japan was not included. A bill to establish the crime of damaging the national emblem of Japan was not included. Interesting. Oh, and more deficit spending. DFP leader Tamaki Yuichiro said today that one option for the deficit bond bill would be to return a system requiring diet approval every year. A cabinet office survey released today found that 42, so cabinet office, so I guess people within the Sanae Takeuchi cabinet, found that 42% of respondents believe that JFDF should bolster size and capability, a record high number, while approximately 70% said that they have a positive view about promoting export and defense. All right, that's enough talking about this shit. I want to try Old World. New game I just bought because it was like $4 from the winter Steam. It was at like 90% off. I forget how old this thing is. How old is it? Go to the fucking store page. Oh, it was only released 4 years ago, so it's not that old. It's got a hex-based map. It looks a bit like a Civ ripoff, so we'll see what happens here, but be interesting. Throw myself into it, so let me do an announcement. Tweet. No, well, first of all, get to the right account. Oh, what the fuck? Oh god, I'm looking at this. I need to come back to this. I need to focus. Need to go to my own fucking profile. Quote tweet my live stream. Alright. Launching Old World. By... Do they have an @ that I can @ them at? Mohawk Games. Are they a Polish studio? What was that I saw? Mohawk Games, imminently. As I am foundering in you, I think this will be a nice change of pace. Join me as I try and figure out Join me as I try to figure out how to play this game in the first place. Oh shit, where's my announcement script shit? Alright, let's see here. Old World. Mohawk game. Nah, let's see here. Strategy, 4X, Civ-like. Historical. All right, let's see if they have a category for this one on Twitch. Old World, yeah, I recognize the logo. Alright, that's done. That's up to date. Check to make sure Twitch even functions. Yep, oh, that was quick. Who's streaming now? Henya's streaming Resident Evil from the PS1. Interesting. Oh, I didn't realize Tomo Amari had a Twitch account. Let's give her a follow. Why is she's got a clown face on her thing there. That's weird. Playing, is she live on YouTube? I don't know why I'm checking this. Oh yeah, so she's simul streaming. She's got 440 viewers on here, on YouTube versus 100 and change. Actually, no, she's got about half the viewers, 262 on Twitch, interestingly enough. Wish I had those numbers, but oh well. All right, let's get this game up and running. Turn off the fucking video. Shrink my model a bit. Yeah, probably a bit more. Probably a bit more. I have to really move my mouth to get this thing to track. Oh wow, that spun up quick. Oh, where is it? There it is. I have to capture a specific window. What? The CPU on this computer has known stability issues which may result in frequent crashes. I hate myself. When playing Old World. Damn, I need to turn this down a bit. As precaution, we have automatically enabled slow AI option to decrease CPU use and improve stability. You can later disable the option under Options UI, but we recommend doing only if you can confirm your system is stable with Intel's diagnostic tools. Refer to Intel Raptor Lake CPU information. What the fuck? Okay. Alright, well, I guess I gotta learn to play first. Handcrafted guide experience that will walk you through game mechanics control step. Alright, let's try and burn through this. Old World takes place in a classical antiquity focused around the Mediterranean Sea and Middle East, where you lead one of numerous nations. Nations are major states that are vying for victory in Old World, who let their mark on history. You begin as a single settler and must forge an empire in a world filled with already developed nations. This is the first in a series of tutorials that help you learn the basics of Old World. These tutorials will not cover everything in the game, but will walk you through the basics of ruling your nation. Pop-up windows will present information you need to get started. Along the way, you will be given goals to accomplish. Completing these goals will give you practical experience leading a nation. Okay, I get it, a nation. All right, start game. Where is this? You will explore the map with scouts, expand your nation by founding cities on city sites, exploit harvestable resources and luxuries, and recruit armies to exterminate rival nations and tribes, or negotiate and trade with them. It's your choice. Click the button below. I'm ready to explore. Hold on, now let's cover the essential items you need to know about to complete this tutorial. Menu button where you can exit the game. It's at the top left, 3 horizontal lines. The tutorial will be displayed in the top left under the year and the nation list, so you can refer to them easily when you get them. The mini map at the bottom right. I'm not covering that. Good. The cycle button is at the bottom left and will show any actions that have left to make one by one. When all actions have been cycled through, the cycle button will show end year. Clicking it will proceed to the next turn. The buttons above the cycle button will allow you to cycle through specific categories, being events, civilian units, military. The final button, this check mark at the end, year button, which you can use if you have completed all the actions you wish to perform this turn. To move the map, hold the left mouse button down and move your mouse around to move the map, or if playing full screen mode, move the mouse cursor to the edge of the screen. I want to know essentials. Oh God. Orders. An important feature, all world units can move multiple times each turn, but each movement consumes 1 order. Other actions such as attacking or building also consume orders. Your available orders can be seen in the lower left corner of the leader panel. Okay, so it's not each unit. So potentially, you know, you can have stationary units that you have guarding a place. So that asks the question, how do you get more orders? The concentric blue rings around a selected unit represent the number of orders required to move a given distance. Each line passed means another order, consumed to reach the destination. The rate at which you produce orders each turn is determined by your leader's legitimacy. Legitimacy comes from achieving ambitions and acquiring better cognomens, such as the Great, cute. Oh darn it doesn't stay like an EU5. Legitimacy from cognomens of previous leaders decays each time a new leader takes control. Higher legitimacy improves family opinion and produces more orders per turn. But can also be augmented with certain improvements. Workers can build urban and rural improvements on tiles within a city's territory. Improvements increase city's maintenance. You may also buy and sell orders by clicking the scroll icon on the leader panel. Orders production rates scale with the difficulty level. Note that if you do not use all of your orders in a turn, it does not matter. Excess orders are sold off for money after you finish your turn. Let's issue some orders. Select the scouts on the map by left-clicking them. Left. Note that this goal, as with all goals, will be shown at the top left of the screen. All right, select scout. Oh, scouts have longer range and vision. Yeah. So like Civ. speed than other units, making them perfect for exploring the map. When your scout is on a hill, it can see further, but the vision range is reduced by trees. A scout is hidden there on a tile with trees, making them great at checking what your enemies are up to. Trainer units move over will also have an impact on how far they can move each turn. Hills, sand, crossing a river, scrub, and trees all add an extra movement point. Rivers within your borders only require 2/3 of a movement point. Roads within your border or unclaimed land only require 2/3 of a movement point. Let's explore the valley, shall we? Move the scout to the north and cross the river by right-clicking any red highlighted tiles where the scout is selected. That's 6 orders? Wait, where's my order count? I have 7. Explore the valley. While starting a new game in Old World, the map is yet unexplored, and many dark corners of the world and secrets contained therein await your discovery. Send out your scout to peel back the fog and uncover mysterious ruins, hostile barbarians, multiplicity of tribes and other nations, and various exotic creeds you might adopt as your state religion. Adopting a state religion improves religion's opinion. That religion's opinion increases happiness sight in cities of that religion. Also enables the recruitment of disciples in those cities for world religions. Rumor has it that foul barbarians are encamped at the end of this valley. Send your scout north to confirm these suspicions. Remember, each concentric blue ring around the unit indicates an order. When scouting, it is a good idea to only move up to the first blue ring each time so that you can react to things you uncover that were hidden in the fog. Oh, I guess this is telling me that I have 5 after. Okay, that was wasteful. Oh, he's burned out. I'm moved as far north as I can. Where am I? What was that? No, it's just thunder. Pianos River. Is this temperate flat? Temperate hill plus scrub. For his fatigue. Once your scout is fatigued, check the end year button to proceed. Continue exploring the Furry Valley using clicks of the button, the right mouse button to issue each move order. Harvesting. You spot some ore on a hill in the distance. Ore can be turned into iron by a mine, which can in turn be used to train warriors in a city. But first we need to find a city site to build a city on. If the rumor of barbarians being encamped at the end of the valley is true, some warriors would be handy to have. Scouts can spend in order to harvest yields from harvestable resources. To do so, click the basket button in the action panel on the left while your scout is selected and standing on harvestable resource. Harvested ore. A scout has harvested ore. It may take a few turns for the tutorial gods to train some warriors for you. Continue exploring the valley with your scout. Oh, so he just extracts it and then... That is weird where, like, let's see here. Oh wait, right clicking doesn't do anything. Ore needs time to regenerate. Each year 60%. Oh, that's interesting. Hold up, let me go this way. All right. Do I even have a city? All right. Oh, hey, my WASD works as moving around. All right. End year. The end of the valley. Our scout reaches the end of the valley. The impassable peaks of the ranges along the edge of the valley come to an end. A lush Grassland with patches of forest spread out to the horizon. This could be the perfect place to settle. But what if someone else beats you to this plain? Our scout looks out to the world beyond the valley. Barbarians. Of course, got the face paint and giant axes. What is this armor? Your scout has revealed barbarian hovel. Hovel, 20% is friendly neutral territory, produces tribal units, gives bonus upon clearing tile, develops an outpost in 10 to 20 turns. Oh, so if you just let barbarians linger, they will develop and get stronger, I guess. The lush countryside surrounding the camp would be ideal for your new capital if only those pesky barbarians weren't in the way. Fortunately, the tutorial gods have used the ore you have harvested to train some warriors. Normally, you would train units in a city. The warrior is a melee unit and thus must be adjacent to an aim unit to attack it. It's a melee unit. Interesting. Militia, conscript, war elephant, battering ram. Click the warrior in the left mouse button to select it, then right click the red highlighted tile next to the barbarians. Camp to move there. Finally, with the warrior selected, right click on the camp to attack it. You may continue to explore with your scout. Just be careful not to get too close to barbarians with your scout in case they attack, since your scout cannot fight back. What's here? City site. Wow, you've dealt some damage to the barbarians. Aren't done yet. In fact, they appear to be occupying a city site. The map is full of city sites, which are the only locations where settlers can found new cities. Claim a city site for your nation. All right, so this is not like Civ where you can freeform whatever you want. They have set points. By simply moving to a unit onto it, you must defeat the barbarians before claiming a city site. Your warrior may only attack once per turn, so it takes a few turns to defeat the barbarians. The barbarians can, of course, attack you on their turn. Your warrior has already attacked this turn, and so now is on cooldown. Continue exploring with your scout and proceed to attack each turn with your warrior until you defeat the barbarians and take control of the city site. Alright, what the heck is that? The Evros River. Alright, move up here. What? No. Am I out of orders? No. But he's burnt out. Alright. They threw javelins? Oh, that's cute. Oh, and killed him. City site, Greece. The map is full of city sites. There are only locations settlers can found new cities. The city can be founded on any of the urban tiles connected to the city site. Many city sites are occupied by tribes, which must either be defeated or joined in tribal alliances before founding a city as possible. A unit placed directly on a city site will block other nations from founding cities there. Okay. Oh, these are notifications, I guess. Oh, did they not have an auto explorer? Yeah, they don't have an auto explore function on them. That's kind of annoying. What is this even language is being sung in the background? Victory. Awe Imperator. Okay, I guess we're Roman. You have defeated the barbarians and taken control of the city site. In this tutorial, we cover the basics of moving and attacking with units, map exploration, city sites. In the next tutorial, you'll found the capital and get your economy up and running. I'm ready. A place to live. See if I can get through all of these 5 and then learn by playing. Need a spy master. Hello, Philip II of Greece. So, Macedonian, you're the leader of your nation. Greece unlocks Olympiad, all cities to whatever per year. Minus 25% goods cost for settlers. Starring text, ironworking, stone cutting, drama, unique buildings, Shrine of Athena, Poseidon, Hades, and Zeus. Units to Hoplite and Phalangite. Dynasties, Philip, Ptolemy, Leonidas, okay, Pericles, and Alexander the Great. Well, Philip and Alexander were some of the same Argead dynasty. Families, Argead, Spelid, Seleucid, and Alcmeonid. Alcmeonid. Never heard of them. You begin the tutorial as a city site you captured in the last tutorial. Your task is to found your capital and expand to 3 cities. You will develop a basic economy and research technologies. You also promote a unit, assign a general to the trait, and then lead that unit into battle. Philip II, are you ready to I'm ready to start building a nation, yes. The capital is an important economic government hub at the heart of your nation. Families are leading clans of your empire with different dispositions and conflicting interests. They are granted control of your cities, for which their particular bonuses are important to consider. Oh. So, Argead dynasty. +2 fortification per year, +2 political per year, law. What is that? Families. When your settler is settled, hover over the family action buttons to learn what effects they apply to your cities. You may only choose 3 of the 4 families in any one game, so choose wisely. Now let's find your capital. Choose a settler and click on any of the families. Champions, sages, patrons. I'm gonna pick the Seleucids because that's a little bit out there. Oh, it's Seleucids, not Ptolemaids. I just realized that. I don't know what dynasty the Ptolemies were. The Seleucids, that's descended from the one general. Like, so we're picking we're picking the successor, the families of the Diadochi. Instead of like political dynasties of classical Greece. That you founded the capital, your people have a place to generate science. Yeah, that would be an interesting way, as if like 4X games would have a more like less controlled way of researching technology, instead of something that you as a state actively undertake, as you could say we do nowadays. Sometimes it's something that's just developed spontaneously that happens, and sometimes you need to like pick whether or not to implement it or not. Another item. Technology works like a card deck. You will be dealt some technology cards from the top draw pile and may choose 1 card to research. The technology cards not chosen are then placed in the discard pile. Any new technology cards unlocked in the technology tree also get placed in the discard pile. Once the draw pile is empty, the cards in the discard pile are shuffled and put back in the draw pile. You may see what technology cards are in each pile hovering over the card icon at the bottom left of the Choose Research window. As you research further into the technology tree, you will need to generate more and more science to research technologies. It's important not to let other nations get too far ahead or at all, since you will gain access to stronger and better units before you. Now let's choose your first technology to research. Your technology hand will be shown next. Choose one of the 3 technological cards in your hand. After reviewing the options technologies you do not choose, you will go to the discard pile. Trapping, divination, treasury, granary, slinger. Let's get ahead of like starting religion. You have chosen the first technology to research. Well done. Now click the next unit button on the bottom left screen to select your worker units. Workers used to build infrastructure in your nation. You will need many workers to support the nation's economy. As a suggestion, you should consider at least 1 worker per city and a few extras to build roads or assist where needed. There are 2 main types of improvements, rural and urban. Rural improvements include farms, mines, quarries, and others. Rural improvements may be built on any non-urban tile and provide yield to your city. Resources such as wheat, ore. Okay, so wheat is just one resource that provides food. Bonuses when you correct improvement is built on them, and a specialist is built to work the improvement. Okay, so you need a specialist to work it. Mountain ranges provide a bonus to any quarry built adjacent to them. Interesting. Urban improvements include the barracks Odeon. I guess this is a Greek specific. And others. Urban improvements will expand your urban area by transforming the terrain underneath to urban. An urban improvement may also have a specialist which gives your city extra bonuses. And urban specialists may be raised from apprentice to master and finally to elder. Each level increases the bonuses the city receives from the urban improvement. Oh, so this is like citizen allocation, pop allocation in civilization. Let's start building the economy of our capital by building some rural improvements to the north and a wheat tile. Move your worker onto the wheat tile to build a farm from the list of improvements in the action panel. The left screen. Improvements take a few turns to complete. During the time, the workers will use one order per turn until the improvement is finished. Note that your worker has a shovel banner, your warrior has a sword banner, your scout has an eyeglass banner. Oh, yeah. Up here, bro. And... oh, there it is. It's already got it picked out for me. Next unit button at the bottom left of the screen to move the next unit. Training. Oh, that's interesting. Looks like a girl. Or maybe it's just a boy with really long hair. Training is generated by your nation and spent on improving your units. Also, that's a resource. Promotion is a great way to strengthen a unit. A unit may have more than one promotion depending on how much battle experience the unit has. Each promotion enhances unit ability. Some given away, for example, Guard 1 improves unit's defense strength. Let's give the warrior a promotion using some of your training. Stockpile, select the warrior unit and use the action panel to the left screen, expand promotion. Add general. Wait, how much shit do I have? Strike. Plus 10% guard, warden. From urban and fierce. Sent. I don't even know what that stat is. Versus infantry. I'll just make it strike. As promoted, promotions are going to improve abilities of your units. Generals also have the abilities give extra abilities to units. A character such as Philip II can be assigned as general to a unit, contributing to the unique bonuses to the unit. Assign a general by selecting a unit and then clicking the Add General button in the action panel to the left. On the left. A general, with the exception of the leader, who may be added to any unit, must be from the same family as the unit. Your warrior is currently on cooldown due to being promoted. Wait until next turn to select a warrior and add Philip as a general. Add Philip as a general. Understood. Okay. Exploring. Let's go with the scout. Does he have auto explore? No, he doesn't have auto explore in any way. I'll send him up here. Before moving to the west, are you kidding me? What about to the east? Oh, fuck. Make sure it has a promotion and general. What's this shit? Gems. Alright, end turn. Add General Philip. General, you now have given a warrior promotion and assigned Philip as a general. Your warriors is now trained and ready for battle. As your warriors is currently on cooldown from adding a general, next turn uses to capture a city site in the east. Note, adding a promotion or general puts your unit on cooldown. In future, you will be able to move your unit before adding a promotion or general while you had a promotion general to your warrior. At the start of this tutorial, you may decide to delay these actions until later when your amount of training is higher. What about you? Yeah, sure, go hide up here. Landmark discovered. Etna. Is that the volcano that's in Sicily? Mount Etna? I'm guessing. Stone. Alright, interesting. There's a solid black border here, which I guess is like the bounds of where my unit can go. Alright, well, they traveled far. Are you kidding me? So I can explore east, but not... Alright, well. Burnout. How long are you doing? You got 1 year? 1 year left? What's this shit? Ore. Let me build a mine. This sounds like some sort of Semitic language. Is there a music panel somewhere where I can figure out what is going on here? La ilah 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 Nur Edin. Yeah, okay, that's Muslim. I actually need to like, please excuse me, I'm gonna get like a Q-tip because I need to like clean off the gunk off of this and my ear. Stand by. I'm back, give me a second. I don't know why I just became really conscious all of a sudden of the earwax and gunk on my headphones. Because I don't have over-the-head, over-the-head headphones. I have in-the-ear headphones. Alright. I'm on shuffle right now. Golistan, Hijaz, Takizm. Alright, whatever. You have now built a farm, the wheat tile. Building a farm will contribute food to your stockpile every turn. To the south of the capital, there is an ore tile. Build a mine on the ore tile to produce iron. Alright, working on it. Why are they at such low strength? Really? Alright, you, get over here. Ooh, gold. Harvest some gold. Alright, so I'm skulking around back out here. I don't have enough orders. I get plus 10 per turn. Alright. Let's see here. On a Unil experiment, press escape key or click away from all tooltip windows to make them disappear once they're unlocked. Oh wait, that doesn't work for me though. Oh, I have to press shift or it doesn't matter. Oh. Interesting. Okay, interesting. Settler finished. You have completed a settler in the capital. Oh, I haven't been managing that whatsoever. Moving towards the eastern city site. The old world is full of barbarians, and it's a good idea to have a number of units to defend your nation. To help with this, build a warrior in your city. To build a warrior, click on the city banner. The banner on the map over the city site with the city's name on it. Open it to city screen. Items. Yeah. At the moment, your city can only build a warrior. Click the warrior button. Alright. Pella. Yeah, that's Macedon. Alright, working on it. Citizens 1. Or total citizens 1. I hate saying that you only have one citizen. That's just weird. Citizen level, population level 1. We got 9 years till next level. What's this? Culture. When a city's culture bar fills, a positive event occurs and the city's overall cultural level increases. The 4 cultural levels are weak, developing, strong, and legendary. Cultural levels affect which improvements and wonders can be built in a city's territory and whether the city can hurry production, which requires at least developing. Culture. Cities with higher culture levels also cost additional food, iron, stone, wood per population. Ways to increase the city's culture yield include building shrines and Odeons. God damn it, never mind. Training specialists, spreading a religion to a city, and adopting certain laws such as certain laws as epics. An epic is a story, not a law. Discontent level 1. Happiness. City's happiness bar fills up an overall happiness level. Happiness +1. Connected. Total happiness -3. Prosperity, affluent. Total discontent -3. So I'm at level discontent level 1. -20 Seleucid opinion, -5% science, +5% maintenance. Some ways to increase happiness include connecting your city with the trade network, holding a festival, adopting laws such as tolerance, keeping a city's religions happy, and building baths. All right, probably getting ahead of myself here. Let's move you up. I'm gonna move you up here on the hill. And I still have 5 orders, so What's this? Pearls. Cute. Alright, and you're... I will say the combat animations are a little bit more restrained. Eastern City Site. What is this guy? He's got like a long sword, but this helm... What is this shit? You've captured an Eastern City Site. To retain control of the city site, you need to keep an eye on your units on the central city site tile. You will know who has control of a city site as the nation's name will be displayed on the tile. When your capital finished building a settler, move it to the city site and found a second city. Want more in the plains? Is there any points in putting it on the coast? Can now found a second city on the city site. Cities are centers of population, yada yada. When your set is selected, as you hover mouse over each green highlighted urban tile, the initial city border will be displayed. The city border indicates which tiles can be improved. Move your site to one of the green highlighted urban tiles to find your second city. Found a family seat for the, well, I plays the Seleucid, so I might as well give Philip his family something, so. Philip the Settler. Legitimacy plus 20. Eastern City. You have founded a city on the eastern site. As your nation is new, it would be best to set the city to build a worker if you wish to build improvements, or were to finish strengthening your army. Well, I got the other one up there, and I don't think there's anything else out here right now, so. I'll expand my nation to 3 cities. Build a mine, build a warrior in the capital, expand your nation to 3 cities. Let's get the worker up there. Can I add a queue? What's a zone of control? Over adjacent tiles except across the river, which prevents enemies from moving from a hostile zone of control directly into an adjacent tile with a hostile. Interesting. Oh, I guess I can add to queue. Alright, fine. It really wants me to take a warrior, so. Aid a council. I don't have a... What the fuck? I don't even have my controller on. Why is it trying to... Well, I'll just at least put that first. Okay, and you heal up. On attack. All right, fine. All right, so we're moving along now. Discover divination. Your brave warrior has suffered some damage. You can see from the health bar above their banner when units within your nation's borders, they are able to heal some of their damage. You should click the heal button to heal your warrior. Bonus and boost cards. In addition to technology cards, there are bonus and boost cards which give you free items. Bonus cards give you free units such as a free settler. Boost cards give you free yields such as stone boost. Both boost and bonus and boost cards are unlocked by research technology. Greece begins the same, already showing knowing drama, which opens the free settler card. When unlocked, bonus and boost cards are placed in the technology discard pile. They will cycle into the draw pile and become available using the same rules as other technology cards. Choose the free settler card now. versus research polis, research aristocracy versus research architecture. Oh, it takes some time to do it though. All right. Another barbarians. Are they on a fucking site? Alright. Heal the warrior. Well, since we're at the border over here, might as well start sending this guy out over here. Alright. Exhausted everything it can do. Now built a mine. Building a mine will contribute iron to your stockpile every turn. To the east of the capital is a mountain range. Build a quarry near the mountain range to produce stone. The quarry can be built anywhere, but since you do not have a stone resource in your city border, we should instead build it next to the mountain range, which provides a bonus to quarries. Okay, build a quarry. Yeah, get at it. Yeah, I get it. You can't go that far. Oh, what's this? Dyes. From snails. Yes, because the only way you could get purple was from fucking snail. From this one particular snail in Phoenicia. What is this shit? Gems, right. Oh, there's somebody over here. Mirabello Bay. Interesting. Alright. Is that just strike level 2? You're more on the offensive during this anyways, so alright, I think I've explored everything there is to explore out here. You've discovered a free settler. I have built a warrior. I received a free settler. Well, I want to move him up this way, I guess, apparently, since that's where the other city site is, so... Yay, do it again. Oh, wow, that executed, I didn't necessarily mean it to. I'm out of orders. I still don't have that worker over here. You... Sure, shield bearer. Research stone boost, research trapping, research administration, research husbandry. I don't see any animals that we can immediately exploit. I don't have I haven't used any money, so I'm just gonna pick trapping. Working on a quarry, 1 more year. Oh, now he has to build something. Oh. That takes 4 years. A council. Let's add the council and then a farmer. don't know, a festival after that. So we're still at discontent level 1. Because everything's still going down. Alright, end year. Quarrying. You have built a quarry next to the mountain range. You now have basic rural economy of the capital. Over time, you will be able to build both rural and urban improvements around your cities. Continue building improvements around the capital for the economy. Build a shrine to Hades. Build an Odeon. Oh. Will this give me... I guess that works. Actually, wait, you... Oh, look, horses. Alright, we fully explored that shit. Now, I don't know, go down here. You go up there and Century. There you go. 3 years out from a worker over here. I'm gonna end this tutorial before we get there. You stand off over here. Oh, look, trapping. There's foxes. Go sentry mode. That is a basic bitch feature from Civ that I do miss, is the ability to like put in next level or next year's orders, so I don't have to constantly micromanage each unit. I guess artisans, since they're next to dyes. Northwestern City. You found a city in this northwestern city site. Now you have a core of your. Now you have the core of your nation. Finish the outstanding goals. You have completed the tutorial. All right, we've won. All right. This game's cute. I like it. Everyone has an opinion. This is the third in the series of tutorials to help you learn the basics of Overworld. These tutorials will not cover everything in game tutorial. This tutorial will start in the same starting situation as tutorial 2, but this time instead of focusing on the nation, building parts of Old World, you will focus on the character parts of the Old World. Okay, alright, this is where I think is different from Civ, is that there's a character focus with different leaders and shit. You're the leader of a nation that will be, or what will be your nation. You begin this tutorial at the same time starting the situation as the last tutorial. In this last tutorial, you learned how to build a basic economy. In this tutorial, your task will be to incorporate another main part of the game, characters. For this tutorial, you should build a basic economy as you learned in the last tutorial. That means building improvements with your worker, explore the map, and harvest resources with your scout, and promote and general your warrior to defeat barbarians. Don't forget to heal after each battle, as well as this tutorial will guide you through how to influence the different characters in your nation. Are you ready? Yes. Queen Consort Olympias Prince Alexander. He's supposed to be blonde. Alright, expand your nation to 3 cities. Alright, what am I doing now? Ambassador, Chancellor, and Spy Master. Zoroastrianism, Judaism, Christianity, Manichaeism, and Greek paganism. All right, so the far north is not included in here. Founds automatically when requirements are met. Shrine of Athena, founded by Shrine of Athena, Shrine of Poseidon, Shrine of Hades, Shrine of Zeus, Shrine of Serapis. I forget what Serapis was. Oh wait, I have to start all over again? Motherfucker. I guess we'll found the capital of the Argead since I'm Philip right now. I will research divination. As I did last time, actually, in all honesty. I'll harvest that next turn. Militia. I'm overusing these guys. I should get them up there first. I'm out of orders, so. Hipparchia. Gorgo the hero. Looks like a woman. Hero archetype, commander archetype. What the heck are these archetypes? No, Philip. Oh, I need an order for that. Well. That is a thing. You'll have to keep track of your orders at this point. So let's start at the farm first. Food first. Yes, food first. Add general. Yeah, choose. Can we promote you as well? Assign cooldown, never mind. Harvest gems. All right, well, know where we need to send this guy. So there's probably barbarians up there and probably barbarians up there, and we do have a militia here. So I guess I'll promote this guy also next turn, and then we'll send him after the barbarians. Oh, religions, settler. Oh, he's working on another settler? Nah, I don't want that. Okay, maybe I do want that. Oh, now I can cancel things. Okay. Probably another worker as well. End turn. Next time we'll harvest some horses for whatever that's worth. Opinion. Every character, religion, family, and foreign leader has an opinion of you as Philip II, leader of Greece. Leader of Greece. Many in Greece would disagree that he is their leader, historically. Other nations and tribes also have a diplomatic relation with your nation, which is influenced by their leader's opinion of you. A character opinion affects the cost of their missions, their combat effectiveness as generals, and discontent of the cities as governors. The opinion of the heads of families, religions, nations, and tribes will also affect the opinion of those entities towards you as a whole. Influence missions give you the chance to improve another character's opinion of you. It's time to influence your spouse Olympias to improve her opinion of... Okay. is currently upset. If we improve her opinion to cautious, it will remove the negative upset yield opinion modifier, and her output of science and training will improve. Select Olympias and begin the influence mission. Note, an influence mission costs 200 money and 2 orders. You may need to wait a few turns before you have enough money for both turns the mission begin. Alright. Well. I don't even have a state religion at this point, but that'll be the next thing to do. If I'm gonna do something, it's gonna be a shrine of Zeus. Harvest marble. +1 legitimacy. Is this every turn or is it like something cumulative? She's debauched. As governor, as leader, all cities. Well, I guess we won't make her jealous about King Philip. Six orders filled for 60 gold. Alright. Right, and your ass is going up here to fight these fuckers. I guess I could promote him one more time. No, it consumes... Oh, I'm out of orders. I'm a dumbass. I can't promote I can't promote militia. Or, yeah, promote. No, I'm thinking convert to whatever's next unit will be. Erg. Middle mouse button should be, oh, what? Get up. No, we're just out of orders. That's what happened. Build a mine. Alright, I got 6 orders. Let's prioritize getting them all the way up there. Not that they can fight. Can I promote them? Oh, they're on attack cooldown. Never mind. And we're done. Settler's almost ready. Any of you influence Philip the Fount? I already have that active, so how's that even going? Divination 3, research divination, influence Olympias. You have successfully exerted influence on Queen Consort Olympias. Queen Consort Olympias become influenced by King Philip the Founder. You cautious. Okay. Olympias influenced. You have successfully influenced Olympias. Now she has a higher opinion of you. Continue by influencing 3 more characters. Good targets for influence missions are your spouse, heir, and head of religion and families. Click on any character portrait to bring their action panel and choose influence. Well, let's get our son on board. So here, oh wait, so this is the family. Eligible governors, eligible generals. Agents, ambassador. There's nobody else. Alright, fine. Working on that. Alright, so they still got 4 guys. Even though they're on a sliver of health right now, so... I need an order. Oh, and there's the other guys. So, like last time. We're almost done clearing them out. Stand by, stand by. All right, there we go. Oh, I forgot I wanted to harvest. I'm hidden from them for now. So that was harvested, that was harvested, that needs to be harvested. I guess the stone was reharvested. What's this song? Agni Parthene, Saint Nectarius of Aegina. Discover destination. You sexually influenced Prince Alexander. Awesome. You have research divination. You need now build shrines. Greece has 4 shrines to choose from. Athena, Poseidon, Shrine of Hades. Shrines and urban improvements. Urban improvements form the basis of your city. There are rules to keep in mind when placing urban improvements. In general, an urban improvement needs to be built next to 2 other urban tiles. However, if building an urban improvement on the coast, only 1 adjacent urban tile is needed. An urban improvement will convert the underlying tile to urban if it isn't already. There are 2 exceptions to the above urban rules. A hamlet may be built anywhere. The hamlet is special. It is like an outpost. It will grow into a village in 20 turns. Then after another 20 turns into a town. Shrines are the other type of improvement that may be built anywhere. Instead of growing through shrines, shrines gain various bonus depending on where you build them. For example, Shrine of Hades gains bonus culture if built next to a mountain or volcano. That should be Vulcan or Hephaestus. You may only build 1 hamlet per culture level of the city. The shrines may not be built next to other shrines. You're now free to choose a technology to research, but you should consider researching trapping as soon as you can to allow training of Slinger unit. Don't forget about bonus cards, yada yada yada. Labor force, free settler. Let me put that off. I don't have it. Research administration. Architecture. All right, fine. This one's going to take the lowest amount, so we'll do administration. Sages, patrons, artisans. The Danube. How far north did we go? Plus 20 legitimacy. Where's the Danube? All right, you heal. Alright, and now bug the fuck out of here. I'm already out of orders. Luckily, these guys are already doing stuff. So, Shrine of Zeus is next. Can I look up? I want to look up something. Cognomen. Shrine of Zeus group mechanism enables apprentice acolytes. Each mythology GT requires divination, requires habitable land, max 1 per city. Terrains on urban, lush terrain, temperate terrain, specialist. Cannot be replaced. Urban build anywhere. +1 per adjacent wonder. So I guess actually getting Hades would be smart since I have all these mountains, but I'm gonna role play here, probably against the better instincts of the game. Ephesus, you need a worker, and then a militia, and then I don't know, fucking council festival like that. The phalangite looks like a Roman centurion. What the fuck? Build a shrine of Hades. No, we're building a shrine of Zeus, because he's the chief deity. Fuck that shit. Alright, get out of there. I don't know, let's explore over here, shall we? Harvested the gold, haven't harvested the wheat, but whatever. Actually, you can harvest this wheat and then these gems. You're healing. Tracker, amphibious. Alright, characters. Is there anybody else? How much did that cost? Whatever, 2 years. Gorgo the hero, age 34, Hipparchia. She's cautious. Let's see her. She's still cautious. Convert to state religion. Requires metaphysics. A mission is already active. Influence all. Dionysa. Theoretimia the younger? Oh, Oligarch Dionysa the judge, age 29. Too many female characters for patriarchal Greece. Oh man, he built a... did I get a bonus worker fast out of that? Okay then. Maybe I'll add, maybe add another worker to connect them. Okay, do nets. The Pindos Mountains instead of the Pindus Mountains. Dadia Forest, Mirabelle Bay. Where is the Danube? Oh, it's up here where I can't see. Whatever. All right, end here. Continue to heal until you're ready to go. Oh, he's healed. Never mind. All right. You. Harvest wheat. Harvest gems. I'm getting lost in this music. Which one was El Helwadi? Tobias Yakel and Layla Johnson. She's corrupt and cunning. Wait, what is this a weakness? Negative character trait. Can maximum 1 of 3. Where do I put? Can I pick a governor of this place? Well, it was your name, founded as your city. I got the money to spare. All right, next turn, you're going after these guys. Oh, we got an extra warrior. Let's add a general. Well, somebody's got the most to get there, so promote, assign general on cooldown. All right, whatever. All right. Horsebane, General Warrior. As General versus mounted units, the Swift, +1, the Besieger, the Delver. As got well, I'll get Swift. Man, motherfucker moves fast. All right. And I'll give you a promote. Herbalist. Fierce versus sure. Oh, 11 of 200. 2 of 33 of Greece. Alright. Still working on Shrine. 2 years to go. What are you even up to? I'm out of orders. Gotta remember to do that next turn. Lush flat. Temperate flat. I don't know what those categories even do for me, but whatever. Okay, I'm out of orders. I need to remember to do that next turn. Oh, what? Oh, it's whatever. Really recommended building an Odeon. Alright, so that will finish that detail. Oh, I'm just straight up out of orders. That's why. Alright, end year. Greek paganism is found in Pella. Awesome. Alright, this is probably worth reading in full. You have built a shrine and founded Greek paganism. Each nation has a unique pagan religion, which is founded and spread by building a shrine. Polytheism allows building of unlimited shrines, and divine rule unlocks adopting paganism as a state religion. Pagan religions don't have the disciples, improvements, or theologies of world religions. The 4 world religions are Judaism, Zoroastrianism, Christianity, and Manichaeism. Are founded when a nation achieves one specific... so you can't make Greek paganism a world religion. That sucks. Once cities that religion can then build disciples which are capable of spreading religion to other settlements. These disciples can build monasteries, temples to you. Each nation is... I wonder if that's DLC that allows you to keep, convert pagan religions into world religions. They are founded when a nation achieves each one's specific prerequisites. Cities have the religion that can then build disciples, which are capable of spreading the religion to other settlements. These disciples can also build monasteries, temples, cathedrals, and holy sites of their religion. Finally, disciples can establish a theology for world religions. Religious opinion affects the happiness of your cities with that religion. If the religion is pleased or friendly, happiness will increase in cities with the religion. However, the religion is upset, angry, or furious, then happiness. Then a head religion is pleased or friendly. They're able to convert other characters to their religion. Choose characters that are then influenced by the opinion of the religion. It will take a couple of turns before a head is chosen for Greek paganism. That's probably not right. Pagans, I would say this: if you're going to have this differentiation between world religions and pagan religions should not have a founded head. Then you may attempt to convert and influence the opinion of characters through religion. All right. And they're finished. Oh, and somebody didn't even get hurt. So I'll tell you what, you go back here. You harvest. No, I need to move you and do something. Build a farm. Really? On there it's gonna be more productive? Sure, food comes first. Per adjacent courthouse. I don't even have a courthouse. Oh. I guess I'll add a settler. Need to work on that. Max that out apparently. Fortify over there. Alright, fine. Then we'll move you all the way over here because I don't know what to do with you. Discovered administration. You have successfully influenced Hipparchia, the commander. Alright, so all I needed now is found that third city, so. You have successfully influenced 3 more characters. To summarize, character opinion affects how productive they are and how they will react towards you. Family opinion affects the productivity of their citizens and how effective their units are in battle. Negative family opinion may lead to rebellions. That's an interesting thing added on top of civilization, is like internal discontent leading to rebellions. Foreign nation and tribe opinion affects how they react to you. In diplomacy or trade, it may lead to war or peace. The religion opinion affects the opinion of that religion's followers. Discontent in your cities of that religion and other nations that follow that religion. Character opinion influences their family's nation, tribe, and religion's opinion. Using the abilities of your leader, the head of your religion, and the heads of your families, you are able to influence the opinion of characters or intercede on your leader's behalf, and thus their families, nations, or tribes. And religion opinion. If you're able to maintain pleased or friendly opinions for many characters, you will find your nation's stability and prosperity is easy to maintain. But remember, it only takes one bad apple to spoil the barrel. Is that really the case? Alright, so I still just need to found a third city. So hurry as settler. Oh, I need a ton of cash. 24 orders. All right, there's no way to... No, I need the settler. I'll just do the stone boost to see if I can get the next thing. Oh, well, I got the money. Okay, apparently this place is really good for a farm for some reason. Oh, hey, I now have tons of cash to speed this up. Need holy man. Okay, never mind. That was pointless. Whatever. Motherfucker moves fast. Oh yeah, no, you get over here and heal. I'm out of orders, never mind. Okay, so now she is head of the state religion. Religious conversion of King Philip the Settler to Greek paganism. As well as leader being able to directly influence a character's opinion and religion, you may also have an impact on a character. If you keep your religion pleased or friendly, converting characters to your religion will help you increase their opinion of you as well. When enough characters in your family convert to your religion, the whole family will declare for your religion, which gives you more benefits to your nation. King Philip the Settler does not follow Greek paganism. To convert King Settler, find him in the character list. At the top right screen, click his portrait and begin convert to religion. Note, at the top right of the screen, character information is shown on the first tab. From the left, the religion and the family information is shown, second tab from the left. Okay then. How much did that cost? Schemer. Can serve as agent or spy master. He's kind of useless right now, isn't he? As well as influence, a leader may have a religious or family head perform an intercession on behalf of them. The target character must be of the same religion or family as the interceding head. If it says to follow Greek paganism, find him in the character list and have your head of Greek paganism, matriarch, and park of the commander complete intercession religion mission on him. Have the head of Greek paganism intercede on behalf of Philip II. What the fuck? No. Heir Prince to you. Religion. What the fuck? Have the head of Greek paganism intercede on behalf of Philip II from the religious family. Oh, no, wait, am I using her? Display the character's action panel. From the panel, select intercession religion mission, then target a character to instruct the head of Greek paganism to try to intercede on behalf of Philip II. This will take 2 years to complete. Okay. What is this one? Architect. Damn, why is architecture so fucking expensive? Research aristocracy. I'll do trapping. That'll be done by the same time we get the settlers, so whatever. Let's go on sentry duty. Fine, we'll bring, do the Shrine of Hades. Just sleep. You're not useful for anything right now. Okay, random as fuck, but okay. Shrine of Athena. Intercedes on Oligarch Gargo the Hero. Okay. Is a good friend to have. I will keep her pleased. Influenced by you. In love with King Hipparchia. She's in love with me? Alright, both are commander. You follow Greek paganism. Man, so that in love is really carrying me right here. Interesting. Oh man, he's getting old. He's 56. That is an interesting detail, is that the portrait shows the age. And yeah, Alexander's looking like he's a lot older too. Okay, a granary in the forest. Sure. Sure, granary over here. Alright, now I know what to use them for. There we go. Putting him to work. Alright, just pass for 1 year at this point. Mission is already active. Never mind. All right. Trapping next year and the settler next year. All right, you up here. So close, but no cigar. All right. Oh yeah, get up here and collect some gold. Research labor force, research police. Whatever. We're about to end this mission. Okay. Alright, next is you. No, where's the settler? I want him over here. Sure, give it to the Seleucids. Now it's 3 cities for it's you. I will increase food production iron outside to 20 for you for each. Oh, is this not done yet? An army defend or attack. I will expand the army to 3 melee and 3 oh my fucking god. This mission's not over with. Well, let's build this trapping thing. What is it? Oh yeah, camp. I'll have you build 1 or 2 slingers. Or 1 slinger at least. No, not a farmer. Find another warrior. Do a slinger. Chalkis, or is that Calcus? Slinger. Then I guess a worker and a treasury. Alright, I'm losing minus 20 stone. Shit. It wants your production output. 3 ranged units. Oh no, wait, I guess I don't need to produce another warrior. Since I have the militiamen. You're not doing anything. I guess I do need to go around and harvest marble since I'm in a deficit of that. Oh, I banked up a decent amount of it. Alright, let's buy some more resources. Just to balance things out. Alright. You know what, just yeah, sleep. What the hell is this song? Artstaki Par. Alright. I need to produce stone, so I don't know, go to a hill. Yeah, build another quarry. Do I have another worker in? Yeah. What are you? Another worker. Oh, can they not even build roads yet? Whatever, what's up here? Build a quarry, because that's what I need more than anything else right now. I'm making enough food, but not enough iron. So I need to find another mine somewhere. Could do it over here. I need to get a worker over here soon. Sure, next turn. Oh yeah, who else can I convert? Plus 50. Suspicious of King Philip. Crap. Oh, she's still only plus 30. Jealous about King Philip. What does that mean? How do I get rid of that? What is she jealous of? Alright, yeah, I guess that's all there is to do. No, you know, it's sleep until I figure out what I want to do with you. So he just keeps on degenerating. Alright. So I'm still a couple years, let me do next turn. He's not gonna travel far enough. That's kind of not worth it at this point. Build a theater. We have a shrine to Athena out here. Potential bonuses. Other bonuses. Mythology, religion 2. Alright.